Over 24 hours after President Joe Biden announced that he will not seek re-election this fall, the Iowa Democratic Party is now meeting to discuss their next steps before the Democratic National Convention in August next month. KWWL's Emily Moss joins us live in studio with more on this. Emily.
Elizabeth, today I spoke with a local county Democratic Party chair, a state representative and Democratic delegate, as well as a former campaign volunteer for Vice President Kamala Harris. They all tell me that while the road ahead is not exactly set in stone yet, they're ready for what's to come.
Democrats, we have a plan. We have a plan of action. We know what to do.
Statewide, Democrats are reacting after President Biden announced he is withdrawing his candidacy for re-election and endorsing his Vice President Kamala Harris.
I was shocked when I heard the news. My wife texted me I was on the road, and I was shocked. My second reaction was curiosity, because I was curious how we were going to fill the void. And then I found out that President Biden had endorsed Vice President Harris. And that excited me. I think she's a wonderful woman.
Just under a month out from the Democratic National Convention, state delegates are hoping to secure her official nomination, despite the official Iowa Democratic competition being completed earlier this year.
I voted for Biden in Iowa's presidential preference contest. I think he's been a great president. Obviously, we're going through an unprecedented time. This has never happened this late in the game, but what I'm hearing from my constituents, from Iowa Democrats, is that they're excited and energized about the candidacy of Vice President Kamala Harris.
Back in 2019, when Harris ran for president, she only polled 3% support in the last Des Moines registered poll before she decided to drop out of the race. Now, nearly 5 years later, local Democrats feel she is the best candidate for the position.
I think Kamala has proven herself. I think she has brought herself to be someone that we can trust, someone who can lead, someone who can be a part of building a coalition.
And they plan to hit the ground running to help her run for commander-in-chief.
Talking to our friends and neighbors is the best way. Sharing stories, those are the things that resonate with people. So if our the local Democrats or Central Committee members and other Democrats reach out and talk to their friends, especially the independents and probably a third of the Republicans who are more moderate and aren't committed to Trump, I think we'll be just fine.
Iowa Democratic Party leaders are meeting right now to talk about logistics before next month's convention and see if there's any way they can have Iowa Democratic voters' voices be heard before next month's convention, since the preferential cards earlier this year were overwhelmingly in support of President Biden. We hope to provide you an update on that meeting tonight at 10.